Alrighty. Okay, I just want to fix this. I think it's maybe crooked or just how it looks for me. Okay. So we're going to start today in child's pose. Bring your knees out nice and wide to the edges of your mat. Big toes come together to touch. Then shift your hips back towards your heels. Reach your arms forward and rest your forehead onto your mat. Taking some time to settle in here. Transition to this sacred space on your mat today. Take a full deep breath in through your nose, fill up your belly, expand your rib cage, breathe through your throat, hold at the top, and then exhale out through your mouth. Another full deep breath in through your nose, fill up, hold at the top, and then exhale out through your mouth. Seal your lips and begin to breathe in and out through your nose to cultivate your Ujjayi pranayama, your breath of fire. A slight constriction at the back of your throat. Take notice of any sensations in your body today. Just noticing, not putting any judgment on them. And begin to rock your forehead from side to side to find some gentle movement here. And then slowly rise up into a tabletop position, just to transition, and then move into a side plank. So plant your right palm down, your right knee is here, and then your left leg is extended out long, so it's this modified side plank. Reach your arm up overhead. Just pause here. Spread your fingertips out wide on your mat. Reach your arm forward so your bicep is by your ear, and just feel a nice stretch along your left side. Take a deep breath in. Slowly rise up to gate pose. Little to no weight in your left palm on your leg, and then reach your right arm up overhead, stretching on your right side. We'll flow that a couple times. Inhale, modified side plank. Then exhale up into gate pose. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, gate pose. Last one here. Come back down to your side plank. And then just come back to your tabletop position. And then switch outside. So this time your left knee is bent and your right leg is extended. Your left palm is down as a base. Reach your right arm up overhead. Spread your fingertips out wide. And then reach your right arm forward so your bicep frames your ear. And feel that nice stretch along your right side here. Take a big deep breath in. Then exhale, slowly rise into gate pose. Reach your left arm over towards the right. Inhale, modified side plank. Nice and slow, graceful movement here. Exhale, gate pose. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, gate pose. Last one here, modified side plank. And then just come back into your tabletop position. So your shoulders stacked over your wrists, your hips over your knees here. Then drop your belly, lift your gaze, cow pose. Spread your collarbones out wide. Exhale, round and curl, press into the palms of your hands, gaze towards your belly button. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. One more time, inhale, cow. Shine your heart forward. Exhale, round and curl. Then come back to your neutral tabletop position. Plant your palms slightly forward, tuck your toes under, and lift your hips up and back to downward facing dog. And pedal out your feet right away here, bending one knee and then the other. Again, just exploring sensation in your body today. Spread your fingertips out wide to release tension in your wrist here. Give your knees a generous bend, maybe more than you think you need. And then lift your hips a little higher and draw your chest slightly closer towards your thighs. Core is engaged here. Gaze is back towards your toes. Take a full deep breath in and a cleansing breath out. Inhale, gaze forward towards your hands. Exhale, bend your knees and take tiny steps to the top of your mat. Bring your feet hip width distance or wider. Grab for opposite elbow. Generous bend in the knee here, so maybe your torso even rests on your thighs. Allow your weight to shift forward into the balls of your feet to release tension in your torso. Maybe sway from side to side. Shake your head no from the stress of your week. And nod your head yes to the weekend, to Friday, anything else that you're calling in here. Take a deep breath in. Then exhale, release your palms down onto your mat. Toe heel your feet together to touch. And then slowly rise one vertebra at a time to standing. Really your shoulders up, back, and down when you get there. And then bring your hands together at your heart center. Close your eyes or soften your gaze and set an intention for your practice. Take a big, deep breath in through your nose. And an open mouth, exhale. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead, extended mountain. Then baby back bend, cactus out your arms, shine your chest up, shift your hips forward also to really get a nice bend in your back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together to crack open your heart. Inhale, extended mountain, reach tall. And exhale, slow with control, fold at the hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to thighs or shins here. Reach the crown of your head forward as you reach your hips back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together to get a nice flat spine. Engage your core. Gaze is down so that you can keep your neck long here. Breath in. Breath out, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Pause here. Take one breath in. And then exhale, slowly lower all the way down onto your belly. Untuck your toes. Bring your elbows in towards your sides. And then inhale, lift your chest off your mat. Keep your gaze down. Little to no weight in your hands. Maybe they hover. Press into all 10 toenails so that your kneecaps lift off of your mat. Breath in. Exhale, release. We'll flow that 2 times. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, baby cobra, the highest yet. Exhale, release back onto your mat. Tuck your toes under, press up, plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Shift your hips up and back. Breath in. And a breath out. Inhale, gaze forward towards your hands. Exhale, bend your knees and travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand up, reach up, reverse swan dive. Arms reach up overhead. And exhale, baby back bend, cactus your arms. Inhale, get nice and tall. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, get in tune with your body here. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank, lower all the way down. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, press up to high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time through. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold and release. Inhale, rise up to standing, arms overhead. Exhale, baby back bend. Shine your heart. Inhale, get really tall. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank, pause here. This time lower halfway down, no lower than that for chaturanga. Then untuck your toes, shine your heart forward and straighten out your arms for upward facing dog. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. And then roll over your toes to lift your hips up and back to downward facing dog. So always an option to skip that or to do the baby cobras that we did the first 2 times. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale out through the mouth. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, travel to the top of the mat. A little change here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sit low, reach up, chair pose. Pause here. The first time we're here in class today, keep your weight shifted into your heels here. So you might even be able to lift all 10 toes, and then plant them back down. Your knees are stacked over your ankles. You're gonna have your knees together with your feet together, or maybe you wanna have them hip width distance apart. Wherever you are, just make sure your knees are stacked over your ankles. Engage your core here. Your biceps are up by your ears. Spiral your pinky fingers together to really engage your arms. Maybe even sit a little bit lower in your chair. Breath in. Breath out. Swim your arms back to airplane your arms. Squeeze your pinky fingers towards midline. Lift your arms a little higher to feel your triceps here. Maybe even sink a little lower, but make sure that your heart is still shining forward and up here. Inhale, chair pose, arms forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, back to chair. Exhale, airplane your arms back. Pause here. Shift your weight into your left leg here. Inhale, rise, one-legged mountain. And then just cross your right ankle over your left thigh and shift back and down like you're in that chair for your standing figure 4. Flex your right toes back to protect your knee. Keep your back nice and long here. And then just breathe into your right hip. Big breath in. Exhale, maybe sit a little deeper. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Find your balance. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your left foot back, nice and wide. And then lower your back knee down. So we're in this crescent moon. And then just like float forward and back in your knee. Just a little bit here. And then shift your hips forward into crescent moon. Maybe place your palms on your thigh here. Pull your right hip back, your left hip forward to square your hips forward. And breathe into your left quad here. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead if they're not already for crescent moon. Exhale, shift your hips back. Swim your arms behind you to airplane your arms here. Slight bend in your right knee so you don't lock it out. Flex your right toes back towards your face. Chest is nice and proud here. Slowly bring your palms down to frame your front foot. Bend that knee. Lift your back knee off of the mat. And then inhale, reach your right arm up overhead for a nice twist in your low lunge here. Squeeze your inner thighs together to find stability. Begin to lift out of your bottom hand and then rise to stack your shoulders over your hips. Your right arm is reaching back, your left arm is reaching forward. So we're in this revolved crescent lunge here. Maybe gaze back at your thumb. Slowly bring your right hand down to your low back or your left thigh. Reach your left arm up overhead, square your shoulders forward for exalted crescent. Keep a nice bend in your front knee here. Gaze slightly up. This could be like a slight back bend for you. Breath in. Exhale, open up to warrior two. So keep that bend in that front knee. Your left foot is parallel to the short edge of your mat. And your right thigh is going to be parallel-ish towards your mat here. Press firmly into your back leg, especially the pinky edge, so you find a nice solid foundation in this pose. Then energetically squeeze your heels together to really engage your legs here. Shoulders stacked over your hips. Gaze over your front middle finger. And then shrug your shoulders down away from your ears. Inhale, straighten-ish out your front leg. Reach your arm up and back. Reverse triangle. And then sass your hips forward so you can lift your hips slightly up, which provides a little bit more space on your right side here. Breath in. Breath out. Moving into triangle pose. Come back to like that warrior two, but your front leg is straight. Reach forward as far as you can. And then just tick-tock your arms from earth and sky. Slight bend in this knee here. And also shift your hips back now, so the opposite of what we did before, which will also provide a little bit more space for you. Keep pressing through that pinky edge of your back foot. Gaze up or down, whichever is most comfortable to your neck. Inhale, reverse warrior. Bend into your front knee. Reach up and back. And exhale, cartwheel your hands down to frame your front foot. Inhale, launch off of your back foot, standing splits. Then bring your left foot to meet your right, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, sit low, reach up. Exhale, airplane your arms. This time option for drinking bird. So maybe you lift your heels up off of your mat. Maybe sink a little deeper here. Then begin to shift your weight into your right leg. Inhale, one-legged mountain, left leg lifts this time. And then just bring your ankle on top of your right thigh and sit down and low. So standing figure four. Flex your left toes back to protect your knee. And find a non-moving point so you can balance. Breathe into that left hip here. Big breath in. Exhale, maybe sink a little deeper into your sort of chair. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Exhale, forward fold, release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot back this time, your right foot back into that low lunge position, and drop your back knee. And again, maybe bend and straighten that leg to just find some movement in your body. And then settle into this crescent lunge. Maybe plant your palms on your thigh to really press your hips forward and down and feel that nice stretch on your right quad. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead, crescent moon. And exhale, shift your hips back, reach your arms behind you to airplane your arms. Flex your left toes back towards your face. Your heart is nice and proud. Don't lock out your left knee here. And just breathe into your hamstring. Then slowly plant your palms to frame your left foot and lift off of your back knee. Inhale, lift your left arm up to get this nice twist, that low lunge twist. Squeeze your inner thighs together to find some stability, and then gently begin to lift up to stack your shoulders over your hips. Keep your arms as they are. So your left arm reaches back, your right arm reaches forward. Gaze back towards your thumb. Then bring your back arm either behind your back or to your low thigh. Then reach your right arm up overhead, square your shoulders forward. Again, maybe it's a little back bend. Breath in. Exhale, open up. Warrior two. So find the same stability here as you did on the other side. Press firmly through your right pinky toe edge. Parallel your front thigh towards your mat. Squeeze those heels towards the midline to really engage your legs. Gaze over your front middle finger and shrug your shoulders away from your ear. Breath in, slowly straighten your front leg. Reach your arm up and back. Sass your hips forward. Really get a nice stretch along your left side. Breath in. Exhale, triangle pose. So first, reach your arms forward and sass your hips back. And then tick-tock your arms to earth and sky. Again, keep a nice bend in your front leg here. And just make sure your arm doesn't put any weight into your knee here. Gaze up or down. Inhale, straighten your front knee. Bend into your front knee. Reach your arm up and back, reverse warrior. Then exhale, cartwheel your hands to frame your foot. Inhale, standing splits, reach your right leg up. And then bring it next to your left foot, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands and step back to plank. Option for chaturanga. To flow through to reset. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, bend your knees and travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, reach up, sit low. Exhale, airplane your arms or drinking bird. This time we're gonna flow through that. Inhale, lift your right leg high, one-legged mountain. Exhale, figure four. Stay for a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step your left foot back, lower onto your back knee. Inhale, rise, crescent moon. Exhale, half splits with crescent plane arms, airplane arms. Then walk your palms to frame your front foot, lift your back knee. Inhale, reach your right arm up overhead for that nice twist. Then exhale, slowly rise. Shoulders stack over your hips. Inhale, reach your left arm up overhead, square your shoulders forward. Exhale, open up to warrior two. Inhale, reverse triangle, reach up and back. Exhale, full triangle. Reach and tick-tock your arms. Inhale, bend into that front knee, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel to frame your foot. Inhale, standing splits. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, drinking bird. Shift your weight into your right leg. Inhale, lift your left leg high, one-legged mountain. Exhale, figure four. Stay for that full breath in and a breath out. Inhale, rise, one-legged mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Can you move slow with control through all of these transitions? Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right leg back, your right leg. Drop down onto your knee. Inhale, rise, crescent moon. Exhale, half splits, airplane arms. Plant your palms to frame your foot. Lift your left arm up overhead. Exhale, stack your shoulders over your hips, revolved crescent. Inhale, exalted crescent. Reach up. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse triangle, sass your hips forward. Exhale, triangle, sass your hips back. Inhale, reverse warrior, bend into that front knee. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Inhale, standing splits. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat spine, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Option to move through chaturanga or find what you need for a couple breaths here. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale, gaze forward to your hands. Exhale, travel to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, drinking bird, airplane your arms. Plant your left foot down. Inhale, reach your right leg high. Exhale, standing figure four. Stay for that full breath here. We're gonna add on this time through. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step your left leg back, Lower down into your back knee, pause here. And walk your right leg out to the outside of your palm. So it's on the outside of your right leg. And then externally rotate your right leg so that you're on your pinky toe edge of your right leg here. Maybe you place your right palm on your right thigh for a little bit of a twist here. Press your hips forward and down. Just open up your hips. Stay for a few breaths. Big breath in. Then a big breath out. Plant your palms down if they're not already. Toe heel your foot in between your hands. Inhale, rise, crescent moon. Exhale, airplane your arms, half splits. Plant your palms to frame your front foot. Reach your right arm up overhead for that twist. Exhale, stack your shoulders over your hips. Inhale, exalted crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, full triangle. Pause here. Gaze down to the outside of your right foot. Gently bend into your right knee And find contact with the ground with your right hand. I like it to be on the outside of my right foot. And then launch off of your back leg for half moon. So you might have a nice bend in your knee here to be able to reach the ground. Your left foot is gonna be parallel to the short edge of the mat, and your toes should be flexed backwards. Your left arm up towards the sky. Big breath in. Exhale, slowly bend into your knee, step back to reverse warrior. Then exhale, cartwheel your hands down to frame your foot. Inhale, standing splits. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, sit low, reach up as low as you've gone before. Exhale, airplane your arms back, maybe drinking bird. Plant your right foot down. Inhale, one-legged mountain, left leg lifts. Exhale, figure four. Flex your toes. Full breath in. Cleansing breath out. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot back, drop onto that back knee, and then toe heel your left foot out to the side for lizard pose. Again, externally rotate your left leg so that you're on your pinky edge of your foot here. Maybe place your left palm on your left thigh. You got a little bit of a twist here. And just breathe into your right quad and your left hip. Stay for a few breaths. Full deep breath in and a breath out. Bring your left palm down. Toe heel your foot in between your hands. Inhale, crescent moon, arms reach overhead. Exhale, half splits, airplane your arms. Plant your palms to frame your foot. Reach your left arm up overhead. And then exhale, rise, revolved crescent. Inhale, exalted crescent, right arm up. And exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten that front leg. Exhale, full triangle. Again, pause here. Gaze down to the outside of your left foot. Bend into that front knee, maybe even scoot your back foot forward. Find contact with the ground with your left arm. Maybe you're wobbly like I am today. Then when you're there, gaze towards the right so that your shoulders are sort of stacked, your hips are stacked-ish. Again, flex your back toes. Take a big deep breath in. Exhale, gently bend into your front knee, lower your back leg down. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to frame your foot. Inhale, standing splits. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Make it count, it's your last one. Across, exhale, drinking bird. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, and find your flow, maybe chaturanga. Coming back to downward facing dog. Big breath in. Then a big breath out. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Bend your knee and open up your hip. Maybe find a couple of circles here. Then come back to three-legged dog. And then exhale, bring your right knee to your right wrist and your right ankle towards your left wrist to set up for half pigeon. So you might need to scoot your left knee back a little bit here. Gaze over your right shoulder to square your hips. Squeeze your inner thighs together so you can actually lift your palms off of your mat. And then slowly hinge forward at your hips to sleepier pigeon. Find contact with something with your forehead. So maybe the palms of your hands or the fists of your hands. And just breathe here. Notice what happens to your thoughts, your breath. When you're in these more still postures, when we're holding something. So this isn't our first one of our practice, but it will be our longest hold. Again, just noticing and not placing any judgment. Take a big deep breath in, then a deep breath out. Slowly press up onto the palms of your hands. Tuck your back toes under to lift your knee off the mat. Then lift your right leg up using your core, and then come to three-legged dog. Again, bend your knee and open your hip. Find some circles or whatever you need to get the blood flowing back. And then come back to downward facing dog. Cuddle out your legs and maybe notice the difference between your left and your right sides after that posture. And then lift your left leg high. Bend your knee to open your hips on that side. And again, maybe find circles both directions. And then come back to three-legged dog. Take a big deep breath in. And then exhale, bring your left knee to your left wrist, your left ankle towards your right wrist. And again, set up, maybe scoot your back knee back a little bit here. Gaze over your left shoulder. And then when you come back to center, squeeze your inner thighs together so you could do no hands. And then slowly fold forward at your hips and sleep your pigeon. As thoughts come in here, just acknowledge them and then let them leave. Stay present here with your body and your breath. Perhaps you notice any differences between your left and right side, as we often have a tighter side of our body based on our habits. Again, noticing without judgment, just getting curious around the sensations in your body. Take a full deep breath in through your nose. And a deep breath out. Slowly rise up to the palms of your hands. Tuck your back toes under. Lift your left knee up. And then back to three-legged dog. Again, bend your knee to open your hip. And do what you need to do to get some blood flowing back to that leg. And then come back to downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward towards your hands. Exhale, bend your knees and just travel forward to a seat. Bring your legs out in front of you. Make sure you have a landing pad behind you. Reach your arms forward. And then slowly lower down onto your back. When you get there, bring your knees in towards your chest. And maybe you rock from side to side. Then come into happy baby. So grab for the insides or the outsides of your legs here. Grab wherever you need to keep your low back and your shoulders on the mat. And then find any movement that feels natural to you here. So swing from side to side or bending and straightening your legs. Finding some last movement here. Bring your knees back into your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins and lift your shoulders up. Maybe kiss your knees in gratitude for your practice today. Take a big breath in. Exhale, release into final Shavasana, your final resting pose. Give yourself permission to take up space here. Shrug your shoulders under to lift your heart to its highest point. And just let your limbs fall into the mat beneath you. Relax your jaw. Let your tongue fall off the roof of your mouth. Relax your cheeks, your forehead, and the space between your eyebrows. Let yourself enjoy just being here, knowing that I'll be here to pull you out when it's time. Take a big, deep breath in. And an open mouth exhale as you sink further into the ground beneath you. Find gentle movements in your fingertips and your toes. Circle out your wrists and your ankles. Then reach your arms up overhead, arch your low back, point your toes. Good morning stretch. Then bring your knees in towards your chest and roll onto either side. Pausing for just a breath to signal this transition off of your mat. Gently press yourself up into a nice comfortable seat. Eyes closed. Bring your palms together at your heart center. Thank you so much for showing up to class today and letting me guide you. Bring your thumbs to your third eye center, your forehead. And we bow forward to seal our practice together. Namaste.